Shantiera goes hamless ain't no messy podcast, but you can come get inspired by the best in the land. From rags to riches, navigating through business. Found out where I stand and bow down to no man. Turn a gift into the seed and watch my garden grow. Now my family can eat and gotta hustle the streets. I manifested this lifestyle, now it's calling my name. Let's see who dropped by, give you a little bit of wisdom and game. This is Shantiera with Shantiera Goes Ham. We have Robert Ri'chard in the building. So listen, we know him. We've seen him on shows like 101.
Yeah.
Now listen, I used to love 101. That was my favorite show growing up. That was one of my shows growing up. Listen, but I seen you on movies now.
Yeah.
Like you was on movies on I think it was like Peacock and Tubi and things like that. So I never seen you playing such of a serious role though until I seen you on these movies that you recently been on. So how is that transitioning? Because I feel like Arnaz wasn't. He was more like a funny like teenage kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
A little Lenny Kravitz, like it's on a sitcom.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A cute relationship with him and Kyla Pratt. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I was a little jealous of that too, y'all.
Peanut butter and jealous. We in Los Angeles. Shout out everybody at home.
Listen, shout out. But listen, playing such a serious role, was it difficult or is it something that you always wanted to take on and something that you wanted to show the people that you had under your belt?
I'm a serious motherfucker. I'm just light skinned, so they always trying to kick me to the curb.
Right.
No, but I'm in my villain era right now. I've been killing mad people in all my movies. Anything I'm running with a gun, kissing somebody and knocking somebody's head off, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
I love that, and that's what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Listen, your story is so inspiring. How do you prepare to start to be on set?
First I give it up to God.
I love that.
I always do. My dad always raised me. He's like, hey, you just make sure you bring the Lord with you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
But I take my job very, very seriously. I understand people work very, very hard at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People, they have hard jobs. They want to come home, keep their feet up, say eat popcorn, chocolate, drink wine, whatever, and watch a great movie. And that's my job to make sure that they're entertained. So I take it very, very seriously.
Exactly.
And then, it's a team sport. There's a lot of people that are going to come to set to make this entertainment thing come to life.
Yeah.
And I give a lot of homage and respect to everybody I work with. The bigger the crew, the bigger the project. And I love what I do.
I love that. So what advice do you have for like upcoming actors or upcoming entertainers, creators in general?
I'm going to give the same advice that Denzel gives. So you got to do theater. You got to do theater.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you do theater?
I did theater.
Okay, I was going to ask you because listen, I'll be honest, I'm like one of those people that can just be, I want to take improv. I don't want to go to school to do theater and all that stuff, but I want to be that great actress though.
Yeah, you got to do theater to get the chops for sure. That's why nobody can fuck with me on set. Everybody knows, listen, people know when I'm on set, I'm always prepared to be with the best.
Yeah.
And I stare them directly in the eye the whole time because I'm not squinting, I ain't blinking, I'm like in the scene. I work with some of the best people in the world. I work with Sam Jackson, Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
I work with Vanessa Williams, Oprah. I work with some of the juggernauts.
Yeah.
And they're always just like, man, you don't cower. I'm like, no, I'm not scared. I'm here to stay.
I love that. So what is some advice that you got from some of those big names that you just dropped?
I think some of the biggest advice though is really like on the acting side, making your character a physical character and putting in the homework.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm getting ready to start doing this new project where I play Zeke Williams on the show Dope Unit.
Okay.
And like I'm just doing pull-ups every single day. I think I'm at like 900 a day. And my first set this morning was like 65 pull-ups. My whole thing was if my character's in jail and he's doing pull-ups and push-ups and dips all the time, I want to really be that physicality.
Right.
And I bring that to my roles. And then it's teamwork. Work with your actors, do a lot of rehearsal time.
Yeah.
Really trying to perfect it so that when you see me do it, it's the first time you see me do it. It's the first time I've done it.
I love that. So it may be something good or bad, but give me something that you regret in your career. Like maybe you didn't take an opportunity or maybe you procrastinated when it came to something. What is something good or bad that you may have regret in your career?
I think the only thing that I need to take more serious when I have a lot of time left is I was just coasting the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I came from theater.
Yeah.
Strong, dramatic actor. Got into the comedy. I just kind of was on cruise control. Now I'm getting a lot more ferocious about my business.
I love that.
And putting the project out that I'm developing, the characters I want to play.
Yeah.
Really trying to sink my teeth into it and becoming like this line. Yeah, hungry.
Yeah, I love that. I can see it.
Yeah, so it's, there's the Jay-Z line, treat your last like your first and your first like your last. I feel like everything I've done in my career, that's just like the incubation time to practice. Now I'm really starting like fresh. I don't even think Sam Jackson was even my age yet when he started acting. He had the most movies on the planet. I'm about to just crush it right now.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I think he was like in his late 60s or something. And he is really like an inspiration because I always think like, damn, I waste so much time, like you said, just cruising. I do that a lot, and I'm like, I don't like to use the word procrastinate because I get shit done, but I could have got done a lot faster.
Huh? You need urgency.
Yeah. What's your sign? Aquarius.
Oh, okay, that's right.
What's your sign?
Capricorn.
Oh, you're a Capricorn.
Yeah, I got a lot of Aquarius like moons and satellites and all that. Yeah, so I know. Yeah, I need some urgency in my life.
See, that's what it is. That's what it is. So listen, what is something that you look forward to doing in your career in the future?
I like the whole yo-yo. So I make a grid of all the types of posters I want to be on. So I want posters with just my face on it.
Yeah.
It's just like Robert Ri'chard, the movie. And everybody's like, if he's in it, I'm going to see him.
Come on.
I'm going to see him.
I know it's going to be good.
And then obviously I love, sharing posters with a beautiful lady. That's like my go-to. And then, doing something with either ensemble and also with another prominent, male actor where it's both of us on the cover. That Lethal Weapon type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker when they do the Rush Hour. Like, everybody loves that event. They're like, these two together is hilarious. It's funny. So I'm looking forward to doing that too. I want to have all of that fulfilled.
Okay, I like that. So what are some hidden talents do you have? Like, is it cooking? Is it dancing? What is it?
I think my talent is just like my intensity.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are kind of like, maybe they're like kind of passive. I'm not really a passive individual.
Okay.
I'm running up the hill. Whatever the mountain is in front of me, I'm like aggressively just
you're gonna take it on.
Yeah, for
absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, I work on that all the time. I think my father kind of taught me those principles, and I see a lot of hardworking men out in the world. I don't ever want to come across a man who thinks he works harder than me. Who works harder than me.
I like that.
You might do something different than me, but you don't work harder than me.
You don't outwork me. I like that.
So I'll be up 3 o'clock in the morning.
Me of the mama mentality.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like you said, 3 o'clock in the morning, while everybody just getting back in the house from partying, you're up doing what needs to be done to make yourself better.
Yeah, I'm always trying to stretch, man. I love Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe Bryant is a great father for our community. Yeah. The only reason why I hated to see him go because I feel like he's a strong example of a man who loved his daughters, loved his wife, fought for injustices, really used his platform to kind of make things right, make things more fair. He's a good dude, smart businessman. A philosopher. I love that example. Yeah. And secretly, when I'm going for my runs in the middle of the day, I hear Kobe be like, all right, the last 200 yards we're gonna race. I'm like, I'm gonna burn you. I'm about to eat you up. And I'm just sprinting the whole time because when I get to heaven, I want to be able to sit down with everybody that I love growing up and being like, yo, like I was watching you from heaven. You doing your thing.
Making them proud. I love that. So listen. You didn't say anything about modeling, but you're a good-looking man. So can we see any of that coming in the future? Are you gonna hit some runways? Are you gonna hit some like magazine covers or something like that?
It's in my contract. It'd be like, listen, the shirt come off in this scene right here.
Come on. Make sure you got with the shirt off.
I scrolled through the script. I'm like, what page is on? They're like 62, nigga. Again on 69.
Twice. Look. He need about 3 times.
Yeah, right.
I love that.
Well, I take it off but I don't put it back on. Right?
Yeah, you got to give these girls some action. We grew up seeing you on TV. You know what I mean? And seeing you as a grown man just doing your thing.
I try to take care. I try to be an example. I have a social health initiative trying to make sure that everybody puts the right investments into their body. It'll take a lot of time. You can do 10 minutes a day, but you got to be consistent. Yeah. So I try and make sure that I show an example of, hey, like here's a low intensity workout you can do anytime, anywhere, every day. It's medically sound, physician endorsed, and accessible for all. Yeah. So a lot of people that I've helped, lose up to like 250 pounds. People who feel like they are imprisoned in their body. Wow. And I'm like, listen, your health is your wealth. And so I've held a lot of people's hands. People know my Highway Fit initiative. People talk to me at airports all the time, and I've really held hands with a lot of people, be like, hey, let's get you to something that is accessible for you and that you can do every day. And then, give you another sense of freedom and self-confidence.
I love that. So can we see these videos on like YouTube?
Yeah, Highway Fit on YouTube. Everybody knows. Yeah. It's great videos. They're all low intensity, like 10 minutes. Okay. It's what I do to stay in shape. It's exactly what I do. So I don't think.
But outside of you being an actor, outside of you being an entertainer, what can you tell us about you as an individual, as a man?
As a motto that I heard growing up is pull one as you climb. It's important for you to, inspire kids, give back, really kind of be somebody they can look up to as an older brother, a mentor, a father figure, and really kind of shepherd them because kids is wild. They're wild. You got to give them some structure, some order, some discipline, make sure it's consistent. And I think it's important being a man in society to make sure that I instill that and make that investment into everything we have. The children are the future.
They are, absolutely. You got to train up a kid in the way they should go.
Yeah.
That is scripture, y'all. I know mental health is very important, and a lot of people really didn't take mental health serious. We just brush it under the rug, especially in the black community.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm really happy that we as a people, and especially as a community, are starting to speak more and more about mental health.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to our black men.
Yeah.
So what are some advice, or what are some practices that you use to make sure that you are in a healthy mindset every day?
Yeah, you got to work out and got to play sport. Life's not easy.
Exactly.
Right, and being a part of a sport, you're gonna win some games, you're gonna lose some games. You got to keep playing, and you got to cross the line and tell the other person, your opponent, good game, good game, good game.
Yeah.
These are some of the important principles that exist to keep you strong when things aren't going your way.
Yeah.
And I think that young people need to continue to be active, get outside, play sports, work with teams, and that exercise is going to keep you strong mentally. I think physical and mental health go hand in hand, I believe.
I love that. It is so true. A lot of people do not realize that. Also, what you put in, it also affects how you think, how you view life, how you view just your perspective, period. You know what I mean? So, again, you're very right. Physical and mental goes hand in hand. When you work out the body, you also work out the mental, which then works out the soul.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
so
right.
It's like it's the three edge. Come on now. We here with it. We here. And I love that. I love your energy. I love your personality. I love how you are spiritually connected, even in this entertainment industry, because there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
But you, my friend, sound and sing very grounded. How do you feel about that when it comes to an actual person that went to school, that got the training, that put in the work to get to where he is, versus somebody just going viral on TikTok one day and then now they're right there sitting next to you on set?
Yeah, well, one, I respect the people that they build up their following, they go viral. All the young kids is on TikTok and YouTube. It's a hustle. Yeah, and I definitely respect it.
I love it.
I think that it's a jungle out there, and in the 90s it was the rappers taking the actors role and all that kind of stuff. So it's always gonna be a fight, right? It's a race. You go to the Olympics, everybody try to beat you. Ain't nobody slowing down. Ain't nobody slowing down so you can catch up.
You're right. I like how you said that.
But at the same time, though, I come from a heart space where you should be giving emotion to people, and I think that when we're here on the yacht listening to old music, it's emotional. We remember where we were, who we was dancing, nostalgic.
Right.
And to the young people, I say, make the investment in yourself and the work you do, that you're creating emotion in people. People are like, yo, my hair is standing on end. I can feel it in my soul when you talk to me. I don't want everything to be watered down and like, oh, you broke the internet, but nobody really cared.
Right.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Right.
Whereas, like, you see somebody like Michael Jackson, they're like, these motherfuckers is crying. These motherfuckers got the ambulance outside. Yes. They didn't even move yet. Everybody's screaming. Right.
He just pulled up. And rolled the window down.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And all the musicians, the actors, the city portiers, all these guys, I'm saying, they created emotion in people. Muhammad Ali's, Malcolm X's, Martin Luther King. When they spoke, it was you could feel it in your soul. And I encourage young people to make the investments, to do the work, to be able to have that effect on society and on people. I
appreciate you being, patient with me and giving me this interview.
Great interview, yeah. It's an honor to be here with you. Yes. This is Robert Ri'chard here, live from the GERD Awards. Shout out to everybody in California, all my family in Louisiana. And this goes out to Shanti Era, goes ham. Love y'all. God bless.
Thank you. Peace out, y'all.